good news, weather, sports, events, cooking, music, and more right here on your Madison County Weather Channel. Watch at MadisonKYLive.com, YouTube, Facebook, and Roku. Madison County Emergency Management wants to remind you, know your zone. Check them out, Madison County Emergency Management, on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
The Home and Community-Based Waiver Program, funded by Medicaid and administered through the Madison County Health Department, enables senior adults or persons of any age with disabilities to continue to live in their own homes. Attendant care services include light housekeeping, personal care assistance, mobility assistance, and other services. Call the Home and Community-Based Waiver Program today to speak to program staff at 859-623-3441. That's 859-623-3441. 3441.
Metro Net Fiber. Love your internet. 100% fiber optic network for home, office, education, and business. Madison County Live and Good News is brought to you by these great sponsors. Hey everybody, welcome to tonight's show. This is fantastic. Welcome to spring.
April Fool's Day, Randy. Hopefully no tricks
Colleen,
on tonight's show.
I gotta ask you something.
Okay.
I didn't want to ask you.
I'm nervous.
But I like asking you on camera.
You do.
You
Go
got
ahead.
this giant booger hanging out of your nose
I
right
do
here.
not. All right. Good try, Randy. And
What
if
about
I do, sorry,
earwax?
friends.
What about
How about
earwax?
we
Darn it,
talk
folks, I
about
can't fool her.
any bodily functions? We've got a great show coming up next. Randy, tell us about it.
Is that a bodily function? It's just a fringe benefit. Hey, we got lots of great things coming up on tonight's show. Oh, how to check the weather. Of course, 3-day Weather Channel forecast right here in Madison County, MadisonKYLive.com. Check it out. Why wait on your weather? Brought to you by Metronet, Madison County Health Department, and Madison County Emergency Management, and the Cain Pole right here, so you don't want to miss that. And also, we also have an art shot featuring photographer John Morgan down there at Gallery onMain. That'll be fun.
Very good.
Diane Turner with Bourbon Jam. Perhaps you've heard of that. A big event last year. She's going to talk about her talent showdown. We got that segment. Phil Seifert, Battle of Richmond Association, talks about a documentary that we're producing about the April 3rd, 1974 tornado. So you'll have more information about that. And Nathan Hutchison did a cute little video about radio repair, old radios, and a record store in Berea. That's a cool video, so we're going to show it.
All right, and it's spring, which means it's time to get out there and exercise. We will be exercising with Candace. Can't wait to see what we'll be doing this week. And of course, it's time to go fishing. We'll wrap the entire show up with the Cain Pole fishing report, all that and more coming up right now.
Coming up next. Stay tuned, everybody. Visit MadisonKYLive.com 24/7 and watch good news, local weather forecasts, daily sports updates, and upcoming events 24/7. Madison County Live. It's good news. So you really didn't like my booger earwax?
No, I don't think
Wait a
that
minute.
most
Hold on, I got some.
adults, grown
Flick it.
adults, like April
Isn't it
Fool's
that though?
pranks like that.
That's fun though.
It is fun. Hey, it is April 1st. Can you believe it? It is
Get a hold of your
springtime.
jean too.
I do not.
Made you look.
I looked on that. Wow, this is going to be a long show. Folks, we hope you've had a great week here in Madison County. It is a beautiful
It was
weekend
Beautiful
and
weekend.
windy.
Very, very windy. Make sure you check out that Weather Channel forecast, MadisonKYLive.com, 24/7. Find it anytime. Why wait on your weather?
That's right.
Why do
We've got
that?
it right here.
It's right there on YouTube
Randy
live.
wants to plug you in.
That's it. It's live.
Okay. What's next?
Well, I thought you'd do something. No?
I'm happy to.
How was your week? Hey, it went to Empty Bowls.
Yes.
That was great.
Wonderful turnout.
Big turnout.
for
It was
that.
their first year back in
Back
person,
in.
so you could actually sit down and have some
Yes.
cornbread with your vegetable soup.
Wonderful.
I sat with my old college dean, Glenn Klein. We had a lot of fun, and teasing everybody that went by. We tried to do April Fools a little early.
A little early. I was going to say you're a day early on that one, so I bet they really enjoyed
They were. preemptive. It was the pre-April Fool's. What would that could be? Pre-Eve? Pre-April
Fool's Eve.
I guess. Okay.
There we go. So great event. Thanks to all the volunteers that make that happen every year.
I hope they made a lot of money. A lot of people there. It was fun.
It was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun.
Very good.
I'm glad they're back in person.
That's right. And I am wearing blue. We are actually both wearing blue. We're going to have more information on this coming up this week. But April is officially Child Abuse Awareness and Prevention Month.
Okay.
And so you might have seen the flags going up in downtown Richmond. And we'll have more on ways that you can get involved.
That's right. We'll talk about more of that on Monday, right?
You got it.
Okay. All right. Fantastic. This week's art shot is by John Morgan. He's a great photographer. His work is down at Gallery onMain. I do have John's bio. Okay. He's always loved photography. And his career, did you know this about John Morgan? His career was actually an arcade game designer and programmer.
No, how
Isn't that
interesting.
fascinating? That's fascinating. And then a console game PlayStation programmer. So that's really neat. So now he's retired in Richmond, Kentucky. He enjoys pickleball, travel, printing, mounting, framing his own photos, and he's displayed several years at the Gallery onMain as well as the Richmond Area Art Center. He is a great photographer. He has, I'm showing one now. These are not necessarily available on at Gallery onMain, but the one that he does have is the El Capitan Yosemite, which is fantastic, and it's huge.
It is.
I mean, it's huge. It's fantastic. So it's available now if you want to purchase that. Go check that out. But he has landscapes. He does lots of birds. I love the cardinal.
Oh, that's a great one.
That's a great one. Butterflies, flowers. He does lots of great things. Look at that. The cat with the Jameson whiskey bottle. That's pretty cool.
It's a long night.
He does a lot of art, landscapes, beautiful portrait pictures as well, and architectural and macros. Look at that spider.
That's pretty neat.
Cool, isn't it? That's
okay,
neat.
so where
John
can we
Morgan,
see his work?
You can see his work at Gallery onMain. That is available, and of course you can find him on Facebook. I mean, I'm sure that he has that stuff available too. So thanks to our partnership with Gallery onMain, Richmond Area Art Center, and of course Madison County Live every week Art Shot.
You got it. Very good. Loving those shots.
Yep.
Great shot
That's
of
great.
spring as well. All right. What's
Bourbon
next?
Jam.
Bourbon
Big
Jam.
event.
I hear there's going to
Big
be
event.
a showdown.
They are 4 weeks of showdowns. Starts next week at BBH, Corbin, Lexington, Moorhead. She's all over the place. Diane Turner, the Bourbon Jam Queen, I'm going to call her.
I like it.
She came into the studio and she's here to tell us all about it. Watch this with Diane. Madison County Live. And good news is brought to you by these great sponsors. Hey everyone, welcome to this segment on Madison County Live. I have the wonderful Diane Turner back in studio talking about Bourbon Jam. Again, it is hard to believe it's working up on a year already, but you're doing something special this year.
We are.
Kind of like a Bourbon Jam showdown.
It is.
Tell us all about it and how it works.
Well, everyone's excited about it, but basically we're doing 4 weeks in a row in 4 different venues.
Right.
A battle of the bands, so to speak. But, you know, it can be duo, acoustic.
Sure,
but last man, woman band standing will have a guaranteed spot in the festival. So we're excited about that. And you get a $500 cash prize when you win. I forgot to tell you that.
That's good
Each
too.
week,
Nice. Excellent. And so this starts next week, April the 6th.
It does.
Which is a Thursday at BBH, right? So tell us about it. Tell us how it all works. What do the bands need to do?
Well, we're full. We're over full.
Okay, good.
But what we need everybody to do is get out and support.
You need to come out and vote. So tell us how the voting works for the bands each night.
Yep. So we want to get out and support local music, of course, but in these local venues. But when you come in, you're going to get 2 tickets. So maybe you like 2 bands.
Right.
Or you maybe want to put both of them in for 1 band.
Sure.
But it's all on votes. So they'll have friends and family out, and they'll have votes. But so each week there's a winner, and they'll get $500 cash.
Wow. That's nice.
A big old check on stage.
That's nice. That's nice.
And then they'll advance to the finale May 4th, right back here. So we'll be we'll be in Lexington, then Moorhead and Corbin.
Okay.
And then right back in Richmond.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And that determines. So where are you going to be? The venues in each location. Tell
Okay.
us
We
about
start, of course, at Bluegrass Barrel House.
Okay. Got you. Right.
Rayla is so good to us, and they were just voted best small venue.
Yes.
So
excellent.
But then we go on to Cocktails 2 in Lexington.
Okay. All right.
Great place there. Frankie's in Moorhead.
Okay.
And then Austin City and Corbin.
Nice.
And right back here. So we're going to touch on the southern part of Kentucky a little bit.
That's fantastic. And at the end, you're going to announce the big finale every
We are at the end. We're going to announce the winner that'll have that lineup, guaranteed spot, and then we're announcing our headliner on that day.
Nice. That's excellent. Now, tell us more about the Bourbon Jam. When is it? Where is it? Tell us all about that.
Okay, it is the weekend before Labor Day, so August 26th. EKU will be moved in and settled.
Excellent. Okay.
Last year we ran into being right there when they were moving in. So it's August 26th, outdoors. It worked out great last year.
It was fantastic.
We had RPD there, and of course this is dedicated to our first responders.
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah. So each week of this talent showdown, even if you don't come by and give a donation to the first responders.
Right.
So we're collecting each week.
That's nice.
Just to whatever we can give them. So we hope it's a lot.
And last year's event was fantastic.
It was.
I
It
heard
was a lot of
nothing
fun.
but great things about that.
Good.
All day long.
Yeah.
I
It's
mean, it was
family
music.
event.
Well, it's a
Yeah.
family event. And sort of like this talent showdown.
Yeah.
Come out and enjoy good bands.
It's good bands.
All 4 weeks.
Yeah, you're going to meet people maybe you've never seen locally, that we've never seen. We have a band coming up from Alabama.
Oh, that's what you said.
For the Corbin show
Very nice.
that wants to play. So, I mean, I'm excited to meet new people.
That'd
But,
be great.
get out, have fun. It's a great little thing on a Thursday. You won't be out late.
Absolutely. Right.
And then, just let it be one of those nights you just kind of let the hair down, enjoy.
Nice. Okay.
Yep. Have a drink or two at some of these venues that work their butts off. And
That's right.
I know.
The venues, the music, it's hard.
It is.
It's hard work.
It is, and a lot of these people do this for a living. So
That's right.
we
They do.
want to support them. So we're excited. So that we're going to find new people. But
More information, Diane. Where should people go to follow you and keep up with more information like this?
So follow us on Facebook. We
Okay.
have more social media coming soon, but Facebook's where it's at, and bourbonjam.com.
Okay.
You can get on there as we release people that's playing. So we've released a couple of bands already.
Nice.
That's Taylor Austin Dime. We have Kentucky Music Mafia. I don't know if you've heard of them.
Yeah, I saw that.
We have a lot of buzz about them.
Nice.
So that's our Mountain Boys from back from Eastern Kentucky.
Excellent.
So
Fantastic.
little bit of a Kentucky theme this year.
Right,
but we're looking for partnerships too. If you want us to, help promote your business.
Okay, sure.
We're not even going to call it a sponsorship because it's partnership.
It's a marketing partnership.
It
really.
is. It is. Okay. So we really love supporting local business.
Okay.
So,
all right. Fantastic.
Thanks for having me. I
Thanks for
appreciate
coming
it.
on. For more information, make sure you check out their Facebook page.
Yep.
And for more information, you can also reach Diane through Messenger as well.
Absolutely.
So if you got any questions, all the dates and everything are listed there, and of course I'll put them up on the screen as well. Hey, thanks for coming in.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, folks. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Madison County Live and Good News is brought to you by these great sponsors. Thanks to Diane for coming in the studio and talking about the Bourbon Jam Talent Showdown. You're not going to want to miss that. Like I said, the first one is Thursday night.
Coming up.
I think at 6 o'clock is what she said. But all those locations are available, and they're going to put them up on their Facebook page. And Bourbon Jam is going to be rocking this year.
It is going to be
and
rocking.
I think
we can't wait.
We're trying to have 2 stages.
So
that's
two.
Gonna be cool. That's going to be cool.
All right.
Yep.
Can't wait to hear more about that. Thanks to Diane.
That's right. Phil Seifert, I went and saw him, and we're producing a documentary on the April 3rd, 1974 tornado. I was only 8, but yet I remember the ramifications of that tornado. Lots of things. So we're asking people for memories, if they have photographs, videos, or anything of that nature from 1974, to contact Phil Seifert out at the Battle of Richmond Association. And so I went out and talked to Philip, and he gives us a little more information about the documentary. Watch this. Madison County Live and Good News is brought to you by these great sponsors.
Wednesday, April the 3rd, 1974. Started out just like any other spring day in Madison County. There was some talk of some bad weather maybe moving in, but it wasn't anything. Don't get too tore up over this. We're going to be okay. But by 8:30, 9 o'clock that night, Madison County was changed drastically by a very severe tornado that tore across the northwest part of the county, taking the lives of 7 of our citizens. And Richmond was forever changed. Madison County was forever changed because it affected everybody. In that, Richmond didn't have electricity for days, didn't have water for days. Next year, in 2024, will be the 50th anniversary of this event. And some of us have gotten together and want to remember this event by producing a new documentary featuring interviews and photographs with people expressing their own experiences. Where were they? What were they doing? What were they watching on TV? When did the electricity go out? What did you do when your barn blew down? Did you attend Whitehall Elementary School that was virtually destroyed and then were farmed out to another elementary school for the rest of the year? Because this is our history. And like I said, it affected everybody. This is the newspaper from April the 4th, 1974. This is a photograph of Whitehall School. And as you can see, it was nearly obliterated. And this was, granted, this was part of a much larger event that went across from Michigan to Arkansas and Texas. But this is our story. And we need to tell it so people can remember things. We didn't have the emergency response teams like we do now. The television stations in Lexington were doing the best they could. They didn't have radar. They didn't have on-the-spot coverage with a satellite and things like that. It just hadn't come around yet. But our community came together to help each other, to mourn those we lost, and to keep us going and learn from it. So when it does happen again, and it will someday, we'll be better prepared for it. If you would like to be part of the interview process, you can just give a call out to the Battle of Richmond Visitor Center, 624-0013. We'll talk about things a little bit. We'll talk about your experience. We'll set up a time over the summer for you to come into a studio and do an interview with you. We'll have a list of questions for you, but we'd also like to have photographs. If you have photographs of damage, if you have photographs of those that were lost, anything like that that we could use in this documentary to tell as many stories as we can. And we have some time on this. We've got a year, but we can't let it slip up on us. Hopefully, if the proverbial stars line up, we are going to have the premiere of this documentary on Wednesday, which was also Wednesday 1974, Wednesday, April the 3rd, 7 o'clock or so at Whitehall School, about the time that the tornado hit there. We just thought that was appropriate. We'd love to have you be a part of this, and we hope to hear from you soon.
Thanks for Philip coming on the show. For more information, contact him out there at the Battle of Richmond Association and tell him, because we're going to set up interviews we got a year to work on this. Yeah. So it gives us a little more time because our last one was the 72 plane crash, right, which was really successful. So we'll have a little more time to sift through photographs and videos and just people's stories, because we lost special. 7 people in Madison County. So
tragic,
yeah,
really
yeah.
special to
Very
be
tragic.
able to honor them.
That's right. So for more information, check out the Battle of Richmond Association website and Facebook page.
Okay.
Nathan Hutchison. Maybe
Yes.
you heard about the Journalist of the Year.
I have.
Have you heard about him?
He sounds familiar.
We need to have him on the show. With his crown he wears.
If with his crown. Absolutely.
And his trophy. With his big trophy.
Award-winning journalist.
That's right.
What did he do for us?
He did a little video. He loves vinyl albums,
yeah.
number one, okay? And he loves radios.
Big music buff.
And yeah, big music buff. So Rick Howard in Berea has this little record shop, and he also fixes record players. He fixes radios. He has albums. He has all that great stuff. Nathan said it'd be a good story if I just went down and did some videos. So he did put this together. I said, this is fantastic. It's good news. Do you mind if we feature it on Madison County Live? He said, absolutely not.
Thumbs up.
So watch this.
There's been somebody from all 50 states and I think 4 different countries that I know of in this building just to look at antique radios. When I first got into it, it's hard to understand how all that worked, how somebody would transmit a signal and you would receive the signal from your antenna and then go through your radio and come out the speaker. It's just kind of, I'm not an expert by any stretch, but I've got it figured out pretty good. From the early 20s, and you had to have a headphone to operate these, to listen to them, and they're very kind of crude. They're nothing like they normally have 1 or 2 tubes just tubes to amplify or rectify the signal. And but later on, it kept evolving, and the newer radios have it mostly about at least 5 tubes, and some up to 15, 20 tubes for the big radio. It was made specifically for the New York World's Fair in 1939. It's made by Zenith. And I'm going to try to hold on to that one. I've had several people want to buy it, but I'm going to try to keep one anyway. This one's from the 20s. But you had to be pretty well off to afford one of these. Now this is a German radio here. It's a Gratz. And German radios are really good. That has 4 speakers in it. From 1959. This is a Mitchell Lullaby, and the radio is made to hang on the headboard of your bed like this. It hangs over this, and then you can reach up and control this, and there's a light in here. These were made to be repaired. It's not like the throwaway society of today. When you go to Walmart and get something, a TV, and it goes bad, you just throw it in the trash, go buy another one. Yeah. These were made to last, made to be repaired. This is where you change all the parts in the bottom. See the wiring, and all these things have been changed. These are new capacitors. And that's normally when you do that and you check all the wiring, make sure it's not all broken up and that sort of thing. Just change all the electrolytics. These are the main electrolytic capacitors here, the little black ones.
My family's always messed around with these old radios and stuff, and linked up with him to have a couple of them redone, so this was actually one that, like I said, my mom picked out, and she no longer with us, so we trusted him to fix her up for us so we can play it again.
It was like an old cigarette from maybe the 40s, wow. The 40s that they rolled up,
Yeah.
And it was down in there. I took a picture of it and put it on Facebook.
Yeah, that is cool. But, I want to say that it might have come fresh out of a barn. We have a good AM station back home that is local to us, and they, do all the local news, and they play, music, and that's kind of a hard thing to find on AM anymore, is a station that plays music. But yeah, we'll definitely get our enjoyment out of it.
It's a great little shop down there. I love how he had people coming from Ohio that he got on the video coming down to pick up their radio that he repaired. Nathan was amazed that Rick can put little Bluetooth chips in the old radios so you can Bluetooth
I love that.
through the old static speakers of the old radios, which is really cool. So check them out. Thanks for Nathan for doing that video.
Yeah. All right. Very good. Well, Randy, it is springtime. I'm dressed. I'm ready. I'm feeling it. It is time to exercise with Candace. Let's see what we'll be doing this week.
Watch Candace now. Madison County Live and Good News is brought to you by these great sponsors.
Hey y'all, it's time to exercise with Candace. It is April, so here we go. Arm circles, backwards, jumping jacks. Let's go elbow to knee. Hands on your hips, side to side. Hands up, touch those toes. Good, let's go down, fast feet. Have a seat on your bottom, 2 setups. And one more time. Good, Superman. And push up. Superman, push all the way up. All right, normally we have a special guest like Maverick or Oakley, but of course, April showers bring May flowers, and both of them have gotten so dirty outside, so I couldn't let them come in. to do the workout today. But here we go. We're going to do some inchworms today. So start off just maybe stretching out those hamstrings a little bit. And all you're going to do is walk your hands out, walk your feet in. So it looks like this. Try your best to leave your legs as straight as you can, but sometimes you'll have to bend them like this, and that is perfectly okay. Come up, and let's do it again. Walk those hands out. Good, and walk those feet up. Awesome. Try to do as many as you can. Have a great, great, great April, and push through things that are hard. Go be excellent to each other. Go be great today. Have a great one, y'all.
Madison County Live and Good News is brought to you by these great sponsors. Thanks to Candace. Always check out her playlist on the MadisonKYLive.com website. Those links are available. She's got her own playlist. Remember, though, always consult your physician if you do any strenuous exercise.
That's right, Randy. We want you all to stay safe.
That's right.
Okay, that was a big show.
That was a big show.
Great.
Thanks for coming in today.
Thanks for having me.
Wait a minute.
And a special thanks to y'all. Randy, it's still April Fool's Day, and I am not falling for it. Folks, thanks so much for joining us. Yes, it has a little hook that you can hang. Is that what you're referring to?
It has a chink in it. It fell off. Did you? Oh, there she goes.
And there you have it. Folks, thanks so much for joining us
April Fools.
Every Saturday night and every morning at 6:30 a.m.
That's
We'll
right.
be back bright and early on Monday.
That's right. Good morning, Madison County. So try to figure out some more April jokes, April Fool's jokes. You got to midnight tonight.
Okay. In the meantime, we want you to be kind.
Treat others how you want to be treated. Check on your neighbor because why, Sydney? They might need something. You know what? It'd be April Fool's. Colleen, she bought her a bass boat. I bet y'all don't know that, do you?
Yeah. Now that would be something. Folks, have a great weekend. We'll see you Monday.
Thanks for watching. Madison County Live and Good News is brought to you by these great sponsors.
Alert FM is your new device for in-home emergency alerts, provided by Madison County Emergency Management Agency and the Chemical Stockpile Emergency Preparedness Program, or CSEP. This device will alert you to chemical emergencies at the Bluegrass Army Depot, as well as severe weather impacting Madison County, Kentucky. These devices should stay with the home or business they were shipped to, because they will only work in the zone they are programmed for. Wondering about your old Advisor Alert radio? We will properly recycle these old units. Simply drop yours off to a recycling container at one of these locations. Madison County Emergency Operations Center, Madison County Road Department North, Madison County Road Department South, or Berea Utilities. If you need further assistance or have questions about Alert FM, please contact Madison County EMA CSEP. Madison County EMA CSEP, your partner in preparedness.
The weekly Kentucky Fish and Wildlife Fishing Report, brought to you by the Cain Pole in Southern Hills Plaza.
This is Jeff Crosby with the Central District Fishing Report. Lake temperatures across the district are running in the upper 40s to lower 50s. Many of the district lakes are heavily stained due to recent heavy rains in the area. Additionally, many of the area streams are running high from these recent rains. But a few fish are being caught. We are in pre-spawn mode for largemouth bass at many of our area lakes. So it's a good time of year to throw crankbaits, spinner baits, or chatter baits to catch a few pre-spawn bass this year, as well as flipping plastics or jigs around shoreline cover and brush piles. Additionally, a few crappie can be caught at many of our area lakes like Taylorsville, Bolts, Beaver, Elmer Davis lakes are good options this time of year to catching a few crappie. Fishing crappie jigs as well as live minnows around brush piles can be very productive this time of year. When the Salt River stabilizes from this recent rain, it would be a good time to try your luck catching a few white bass and saugeye in the upper portions of Taylorsville Lake. Try your luck casting crankbaits, inline spinners, or swim jigs for catching some of these white bass, and crankbaits and jigs are good options for catching a few saugeye. And finally, don't forget about your local Fins lakes. They've recently been stocked with channel catfish, and there still should be a few trout to be caught from past stockings. But check out the department's website at fw.ky.gov for a complete list of Fins lakes in your area. So grab a pole, enjoy some great spring fishing, and I hope to see you on the water.
Things that folks need: food, shelter, clothing, medical care, transportation, and more. That's where the GoDirectory.info website comes in. Community agencies and churches are providing services that folks need across Madison and Estill counties, including Richmond, Berea, and Irvin, while bringing everyone together for the common good. Visit GoDirectory.info now and see how you or your agency and organization can make our community stronger by combining all of our individual strengths into one solid, purpose-driven mission.
Becoming a new parent can be an overwhelming experience, and babies don't come with instruction manuals. The HANDS program is available to answer your questions and provide you with the needed support. The HANDS program is free and available to new and expectant moms and for dads by joining the program during pregnancy or any time before the child is 3 months old. Let us help you handle the stresses that new families face by calling the Madison County Health Department, 859-626-4263.
Metro Net Fiber. Love your internet. 100% fiber optic network for home, office, education, and business.
The Home and Community-Based Waiver Program, funded by Medicaid and administered through the Madison County Health Department, enables senior adults or persons of any age with disabilities to continue to live in their own homes. Attendant care services include light housekeeping, personal care assistance, mobility assistance, and other services. Call the Home and Community-Based Waiver Program today to speak to program staff at 859-623-3441. That's 859-623-3441.
Good news, weather, sports, events, cooking, music, and more right here on your Madison County Weather Channel. Watch at MadisonKYLive.com, YouTube, Facebook, and Roku. Visit MadisonKYLive.com 24/7 and watch good news, local weather forecasts, daily sports updates, and upcoming events 24/7. Madison County Live. It's good news.